Well, hey, y'all.
Hello.
Happy Friday.
Oh, it is our Friday.
Our Friday.
It is. Or it is Happy Thursday, though.
It's Thursday.
It is for all you people that got to work.
Oh. Yeah.
Boom.
So.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Colleen.
I'm Jonny.
And we are the Cool Quest.
Cool Quest.
I think we're going to start saying Cool Quest because that's what people call us. That's who we are. We're the cool kids.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. I know. I'll cheers to that. You know what? It's our Friday.
That's right.
Cheers, everybody. Right on.
Anyways, yeah. So
welcome to another episode of Backcountry Couples. This is episode 17.
Yep. Halfway to 34.
Are you sure? I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Well, bust out your Canadian
right on
tabernacle thingy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Speaking of Canada, I don't know if anybody knows my beautiful base. It is baseball season. I do love baseball. Last week, John wore his Detroit Tigers baseball hat.
Spit it out.
Because it was their, maybe I'll talk louder because it's way better. Anyways, home opener was Blue Jays versus Detroit Tigers. So it's Ontario versus Michigan and number one, people, the winner. So thanks, everybody.
Not number one. They won a game. Big deal.
But I'm telling you right now, you better watch the Blue Jays this year because we're going all the way. Because look at this side. Where's this side? This side here. Look.
Apparently, you don't watch baseball.
Look at this side right here. The World Series. We got it.
What year was that?
Way sooner.
1960 something?
It was 1960. So anyways, this is Backcountry Couples.
Older
Welcome.
Dirt.
We are super excited. People are already populating the chat, so love that. Like John and I said, it is our Friday because we're heading home, heading to Canada tomorrow because we have we're celebrating our Easter with friends and family there. So excited for that. Actually, I think these guys are in the house, so super good camping. We're their t-shirts.
Go Jays.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Whoop whoop. And
you know what? I'm going to Facebook and I'm going to unfriend him.
You're not going to unfriend anybody. You stop that right now. But anyway, what I want to say is they do a podcast. We wore their t-shirts and people said, what was the t-shirt about? So they host a podcast. They also upload their
Slow
stuff
down.
to, I'm excited. They upload their stuff to YouTube, and the one that was uploaded today
was with the Freaks. Mr. and Mrs. Freak of Nature.
So they're a former backcountry couple. And so they were on Super Camping. So make sure you guys go check them out.
Yep. Britain Tunis.
Other is hashtags in the house, Tangent Trail. And he just put up a new video today, and I got an opportunity to watch it. And it was called The Good Water Loop. So it's on YouTube. So if you have an opportunity to go check that out as well. I'm telling you, Texas has a lot of good surprises that I just didn't really know. So I'm excited about that.
Like a big, long river you want to paddle?
Well, that I do too. And we're going to talk about that.
Well, we need some training.
We do need some training. We're going to work on that. The other is this Sunday. What are we doing?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Drinking beer.
We're not. We're picking up our overland camper.
And drinking beer.
Oh, maybe too. That's true.
Not at the same time.
So, no. So that's exciting for us.
So we'll be picking that up on the way home from Canada.
Yeah.
Over and picking up from our friends. We're at Blue Water Overland. Check them out.
Yeah.
And,
so we're excited to kind of share more about that. So fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gotta show you.
Are you ready?
I gotta show you my favorite coffee mug.
Are you ready for this, everybody? Look at that.
Let's see. Make sure it's angled right there.
We are going to be grandparents.
So my oldest and his lovely wife are going to have a little one in August sometime.
Yeah.
Late August.
Yep. So super excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
We've elevated from grandpuppies to grandkids now. Grandkid, right? Yeah. Right. So that's really exciting. So we want to say congrats to Tyler.
And I've been told
Kelly.
I'm not allowed to buy any camouflage for the little one.
Right.
So they're going. So just real quick, they're going old school. They're not going to find out.
No.
Until the little one's born. So. Well, that's just cool. It doesn't bother me a bit.
We're excited.
I'm just buying diapers and formula and all that fun crap. I'm not buying any clothes because that's just a waste of money because they grow out it like that.
I know. It's exciting for sure.
All right. We'd like to always thank our main and only sponsor for this show, and will only be our sponsor, Mickwick Firestarters. So please go to mickwickfires.com and check out all that they have to offer. Great product.
We do. Are you ready for this? We love these. Everybody knows that we love these. So
Yep.
you're going to love these too. These are their fire starters. They are all natural. They burn for 20 minutes. They are waterproof. They are perfect for any backcountry trip, which is incredible. Like no kindling needed for this. And every backcountry couple that comes on gets this beautiful little thank you package for participating in our show and hanging out with cool kids.
Right on.
Right. And right now, like John was saying, if you go to mickwick.com, you're going to get their coffee. So they have the Applewood smoked coffee, and it is a 3-ounce package, and they're complimentary right now with every purchase. So that's awesome. I know some of you actually have already gone out there and purchased some. It's smoky, delicious, yummy. If you're not sure
It's
who
like
Mickwick
taking that
is,
first sip of coffee around the campfire.
yeah. If you're not sure who Mickwick is, go check them out. Definitely, you're gonna love them. But use our code.
Use our code.
Yeah.
Right here. HIKEaholics, get 15% off swag, coffee, and fire starters.
I know, amazing, right?
So
I think it's great.
Awesome. Yeah.
It is awesome. It is awesome. So, like I said before, we are backcountry couples.
No.
We are. It's crazy. So we are one. We're always looking for backcountry couples because
when was the last time we were in the backcountry?
October, honey. We're going in a month. But anyway,
way too long.
I know. So we're looking for some backcountry couples to start season 3. Which we're going to start in October. And if you know somebody or if you are one, I mean, reach out to us. You can do it at keelquest@gmail.com, or you can reach out on Instagram, or, shoot a message on our YouTube comment or whatever, which is fine too.
Yep.
But yeah, we're looking for suggestions. So excited for that. Last week was Corey and Sarah from Ontario, and their channel is called Camping Across Ontario, and they are fun. So it's a young couple that they were speaking at the Toronto Door Adventure Show about camping and canoeing and backcountry stuff with kids. So, which I feel like is just incredible.
Those 2 little ones are not afraid to get dirty.
No, so it was awesome. So that was 2 weeks in a row. We had Adventure Anywhere, and then we had I can't say it today. Camping Across Ontario. I can't speak to it. I'm going to screw up our guest name too. And Camping Across Ontario.
Good thing I'm talking.
I know, right? So, anyways, be sure to watch the rerun. I'm excited about that. But I feel like we should say hey to everybody who's in the chat.
In the chat.
Oh my goodness, we got
Of course, we got
right from the beginning.
We got Texas Tangent. We got the
Texas Tangent. Hi, hashtag. Awesome video. I saw that you said your video is going to drop tomorrow. I love that.
Super good camping.
Love it. Hello.
Adventure Anywhere. You got me freaking
See, I know
tongue-tied.
our tongues aren't working. You need to drink a beer. That's the problem.
Shut down. So Adventure Anywhere is here. Hello, you two.
Hello.
All the hippies are in the house.
Oh, hi. How's the new babies? Grandbabies. That's fun. So welcome back, everybody. That's nice.
SV Raven Flintlock.
Hello. Nice to see you.
My mom's in chat.
Hello,
Hi,
Mom.
Who else we got here? Hike with Mike.
Yeah. Hello.
That hiking guy.
Chris. Hey. Doc is here. Doc is late. What is Doc?
Oh no, I'm late.
I was worried about you, but nice to see you.
It's tardy.
Right.
So we got
Dave Collier
Dave
camping.
Collier.
Hello. Nice to see everybody. Awesome. I hope we didn't miss everybody. I do want to say a couple good things. One, it said that
couple good things.
Yeah, if you want to go
better,
back
it's better than couple bad things.
I know, just a couple things already. Where was Hike with Mike? So here we go.
What did he say?
Stoked to see the Texas HIKEaholics. Fun times. Like, this is good. We got some people and there's another little comment of my Blue Jay hat. I'm just saying.
That's irrelevant.
Anyways, if you love what you see and you love hanging out with us,
give it a thumbs up.
Or a thumbs down. I really don't care. But thumbs up for sure. I think it's kind of fun, right? Who cares?
Yeah.
But hang out with us.
Your opinion is valid either way.
Right on. But make a comment. We always love to read those.
I'm not going to ask you to subscribe because you already subscribed because you're already here.
Right on. But
tell your friends too.
That'd be nice, right?
Ding, ding.
Right? Got that little bell, all that fun kind of stuff there.
Ding.
So the other thing is, there's always one more thing. No, just one more. Anyway, if you have a question, form it in the form of a word, of a question. I put the K in front of it this time because
Oh, you're sneaky.
I can't believe that I didn't think of that. I can't believe I didn't think of that. So I'm going to say thank you to Jay from Beauty of the Backcountry for this. So that was fun. So question, you don't really have to put the K in it. You can spell it correctly. But one more thing. Look at this.
No, they have to. Otherwise, I'm not going to pull it up. No, I'm kidding.
Doc, I became a grandpa 2 days ago, and KK. So congratulations, Chris. That's so awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome. Oh, next generation.
Oh, we're going to be freaking sitting around the campfire whittling, eh? No.
Oh, so fun. Well, congrats, everybody. Excited for that as we're just moving our stuff here. Oh, we're so funny. I love it. Let's do this.
Yay.
It's Thursday. Let's go. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. So we have a backcountry couple tonight from the big state of Texas.
I'm going to say the Lone Star
It's
State.
called the Lone Star State. I know. And it's one place I've never been. Well, in the airport, but that's about it. They are hiking. They are backpacking, yak packing, which I love that term.
Yak pack.
I know. Car camping and fishing their way on awesome adventures in Texas and beyond. And another couple who has a motto. I love this. Their motto is, life is short and we only get one chance to live it to the fullest. So welcome from Texas, HIKEaholics, Craig and Barbara.
Hey, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Congrats on the grandchildren.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're so excited. I just
So we have 2 boys and we love them and we love our daughter-in-laws, but there's nothing better than the grandbabies.
Oh, yeah. If I'd have known those this much fun, we'd have had them first.
right. I can reverse that. I love that
Right.
idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been like pre-warned. It's like no camouflage, no teaching bad habits. I'm like,
we're not gonna do that.
We
like,
just
sure. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, you just don't. Yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
just decided we're probably going to have to find a camouflage onesie with Texas HIKEaholics on it and send it over.
Oh yeah. I love it. I love it. Oh, so good.
But I am allowed to dress the little one in Carhartt. So
Oh yeah, you gotta have the stuff,
Right.
right? Absolutely.
that kid's going to get dirty.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? That's what you're supposed to do. We always love to share how we found you guys, and you guys popped onto our live stream with Chicken Sunsets. That was the first time we had ever seen your name pop up, which is so weird because in the backpacking world and hiking, it all kind of you should like this kind of thing, and I was like, what? So we started checking you out and kind of befriending each other, and we totally wanted to have you guys on the show for months, right?
Well,
Months
thank
ago.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
But I mean, we're not that interesting, so.
Oh, so you guys are so. I got notes, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
got notes. You're interesting. Let's go. You're good. No, so we're so happy to have you. I'm really glad that our schedules worked out this week. That you're able to pop on, right?
Right
so
on.
we love
We're
it.
glad to be here.
Thank you. And we always love to start our show with 2 questions. What's the first one, honey? I'll start. How did you both meet?
Well, I was her parole officer.
Hey, let me have a drink for that one.
Let me take that one cocktail away. We met at my sister's wedding rehearsal.
What?
He was a groomsman. I
Oh.
was a bridesmaid.
And were you guys paired up
Yeah,
to
were
walk
you
down
guys
that-
like the bed?
No,
No,
we
we
weren't. We weren't. But every
Oh.
time I would walk in a room, he would block the doorway. He wouldn't let me
I was
go
a bit
through.
flirtatious in
Yeah,
those
a
days.
little bit. And then a couple weeks later, he asked me out because he was like my sister's new husband's best friend. So he asked me out. We went out. And there it is.
There it is.
Whoop.
Happily ever after.
We will be married in October, 34 years.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. That is so awesome.
What day is your anniversary?
October 7th, I
Okay.
think.
You
Yeah.
think?
I get in trouble because I forget it. I get in trouble every year.
Oh, gosh.
I'm with
Oh.
marriage license just to go look up the date when I
Yeah.
need to.
Someone had to double check ours.
Oh, I did not double check ours.
You looked at the calendar.
I did. That's true. That's right. But Mad Hippie just said everyone has a story and they're all worth hearing. Being Texan just bumps it up a notch. All right. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So were y'all outdoorsy and such growing up? What did you guys?
I've spent the majority of my life outside. Growing up, I grew up in the country. We had cattle, we had pigs, and we just grew up as a kind of a farm kid. And my dad was a general contractor and with dirt work. So I spent most of my life growing up outside, and that's just
awesome.
Fishing and hunting.
Yeah, fishing and hunting, and I just kind of enjoy myself more outdoors than I do indoors.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
grew
best.
up camping, just being outside as much as possible. And then early in our marriage, we had horses and did all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of interesting though, because growing up, I never did a lot of camping when I growing up, but Barbara's family did.
Oh.
And it wasn't until we got married that I really started doing much camping. And
Okay.
we did a lot of hunting and fishing, but it was generally just, go out for the afternoon or the evening. And
But the crazy thing was crazy to me now is growing up, we always camped in the summer, which if you know Texas is hot.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
never realized, this could be much more fun and pleasant if we did it in the fall or spring. So now we do it in the fall and spring.
Right.
Absolutely.
For
If
sure.
If we're camping in Texas in June or July, it's in the RV
camper,
with air
yeah.
conditioner.
Are y'all in northern or southern Texas?
Central.
Okay.
Oh, Central. Okay. There
Right
you go.
next, like 30 minutes from Waco, Texas, where
Okay.
Baylor University is.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. And then obviously you put the camping element in with your boys, when they were young.
Yeah, they grew up camping, fishing, hunting, all of that. Yeah.
That
Nice.
is just the
Yeah,
best.
just 2 weeks ago, actually, I think we already posted the video.
Yeah, when I lost the GoPro.
Yeah, when Craig lost my GoPro in 38.
That's on the list. We're
That's-
going to talk about that.
It was the first weekend. It was the first time camping for my youngest son's 3 boys. So that was their first experience camping. And he wanted that to definitely be in a tent and not in the RV. So.
Sure. That is so great.
Our oldest grandson, he's 9, and he's gone with us since he was 2.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
gosh. See? Starting them off. Love it.
Perfect.
You guys have been on YouTube for a while.
We have.
Yeah. So how and why did that start? What said, hey, we should
Well-
start making videos.
Well, actually, it was our son's idea, our
Okay.
youngest son's idea. It was his idea. We were talking one day about trying to find places to go hiking and backpacking. Well, actually, at the time, it was mostly hiking. And he said, you should just start a YouTube channel, because we were talking about the lack of information. We weren't finding a lot of stuff.
Right.
Okay.
So he said, you should start a YouTube channel, and then you can start putting that out there for other people. So we were like, okay, maybe, Then our oldest son said, yeah, and your name could be Texas HIKEaholics, because you're addicted to hiking. Because they got angry with us and asked us to see our calendar so that they could put their names on it. Because
That's pretty bad.
Can you pencil me in, Mom? Come on.
every January, we have to sit down with the calendar and block out 1 or 2 weekends a month.
For kids and great
so
kids.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
No,
Not a bad
it's
idea.
not. It's a great thing, and we love
Yeah.
it.
Because you don't want to miss out on anything.
Absolutely.
But when
So-
we first started, it was mostly for just exercise and losing weight
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of addictive, and we were just doing it constantly. And we didn't realize we were putting the kids on the back burner a little bit. So
Right.
we're not
Well,
in-
I love the name. I think the name is great. So one of your
Absolutely.
sons came up with that.
and our
And
youngest
then-
son created our first logo for the channel. Yeah.
So so now you have a different logo.
Mhm.
Right.
I did that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now it says travel and adventure. So you're
And
kind
the
of
reason why
introducing.
we've had comments before about it well, that's not hiking or that's not backpacking. So it's
Right.
like we kind of just include all of our adventures, because it really started out as to share information, but also to preserve our memories.
Yep.
I agree.
And
Right.
we've also received comments, not ugly, but just, comments about, well, if your videos were shorter, blah, blah. But for me, I try to cut out as much as possible, but I want everything in there that I want to see later in life. So
Agreed.
that's one reason they're longer videos usually.
I agree. And there is a fine line because you're right. Initially, you want to give that information, but you also want it to be warm and fuzzy, and it's like a family video. You know
Warm
what I
and
mean?
fuzzy.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Why
So,
don't you guys- look,
yeah.
even when it's not.
Oh,
go-
like you, honey.
Go get
You're
the feather
warm and
boa
fuzzy.
out, and it's like, oh, ruffle it. No.
Barbara edits out all the fuzzy.
Oh, brother. Awesome. Well, you guys have been on some great trips, like a lot of good trips in this time that obviously you've been even recording for YouTube, but I'm sure you've been on many before. National parks. You guys seem to go to a lot of national parks.
We try to go to as many as we can.
Yeah.
My work lets me travel quite a bit across the U.S. and different places, and so when I get to do that, if Barbara's got some time that she can go with me, she'll just tag along, and we'll make a trip out of it and get to go see some of these interesting places.
Are you keeping track of them, like notching them off of your, on the fence post kind of thing?
Our kids again bought us the Texas State Parks map that we have on a board that we put the pin in, and then the
Right.
National Parks map too. So yeah,
Okay.
That's cool.
I think I counted it, and I don't know. I would have to look back at it. We've visited like 30 states, and this is only for hiking. We don't put it on there if it's not for hiking
Okay.
or adventuring,
Right.
But,
Right.
Right.
I don't remember. It was like 70 something. We have like 80 something Texas state parks, and we visited like 70 of them.
What?
Wow.
Some of them multiple times because they're easy.
It's a good spot or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's cool.
So you do you collect the stamps or the little booklets or whatever for the national parks? No.
I have a book,
Yeah.
but we seem to forget it every time we go. So.
Oh,
Right? I know. It is so true. It's so true.
well, put it in that bag that y'all take every time you head out the door and leave it in there.
Nothing else will fit in the car.
Right.
Oh, geez. I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Well, there's a couple of trips that you guys have done that I want to talk about. One is the Shenandoah National Park. So that is one that is on our list. Tell us about that.
Well, it's beautiful.
The blueberry shakes were just
Yeah,
amazing.
that's the highlight.
The blackberry shake was
it like
Okay.
blackberry milkshake?
Yeah,
at
you
the
gotta
wayside.
have the blackberry milkshake.
Yeah.
It's just-
Okay. But this is Tennessee, right?
no,
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if it was Virginia or Pennsylvania, but
No, it's Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's over that way.
Yeah.
yeah, it's over
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So when you guys did your hikes there, was that like
was that one of our road trips or was that one of my travels?
No, that was just a vacation. We flew into,
Flew in
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. Yep,
Yeah.
flew in Pittsburgh. Yep.
and then we went to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Yep. Yeah, we went to several different places. Went to Harper's Ferry that trip.
Harper's Ferry was awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say, so was this part of the AT that you guys did here?
No,
No.
I think.
I think it was. It was a small section of it. I mean,
Yeah.
we
We might have touched that.
we camped in one of the campgrounds there at Shenandoah.
Okay.
And we just basically car camped, and then we went and did day hikes
Yeah.
to different trails there in
Mhm.
Shenandoah.
Yeah.
And some of them was little sections, quarter mile or half a mile on the AT to get to where you were going, and then
Sure. That's pretty cool.
Right.
It's very a nostalgic area. I don't know. There's just something about it.
Yeah. We haven't been out that way
The
yet.
bears.
So excited for that for sure.
Well,
And
Yeah,
then,
all the bears. We did see
thank
quite a
you.
few bears.
you did?
canister, yes.
Oh yeah, and the deer, they act like a puppy dog.
Really, they just come right up to you and say, "Pet me."
Yeah.
They want the
Pretty
ice cream cone full of the little stuff.
Yeah.
What? That is crazy. When we were watching some of your videos, right? Because I
Mhm.
mean, and like I said, they're all like so awesome, like honestly, because you're just real people doing real stuff and we love it. And one of the things that you had said, Barbara, was this is one of your favorite parks, and it is in Oregon. Yeah. So many things, honey.
We're talking about going back.
So this is why, because this is stunning.
It is absolutely the most beautiful place we've ever been.
So it's the Eagle Cap Wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we're telling people about it.
I know, Craig. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I mean, it was a hard hike. I think we did 36 miles. It was like 7,000 feet of elevation.
Oh.
I think we topped out at 8,700 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the first 8 miles of it was just all uphill, and it was a pretty steep climb. You know, after 8 miles, we were dead to the world.
Oh, I'm
And,
sure.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can imagine.
If you pass Craig right there and look up into that first set of trees on the right, that's where we camped the first night.
Okay.
And we thought we were close
Yeah.
to getting to the first lake we were planning to stay at the next day. We still had to go up over all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we had to go over that saddle that you're seeing there in front of me. And
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. I mean, it was hard not to constantly take pictures and video, and it was very beautiful.
I would go hike that loop again anytime anybody wanted to go.
Yeah.
It was just that.
And the alpine lakes, I mean, they're just
and
phenomenal.
now that trout fish, I know that they're full of trout. So
There you go.
You'll be going with me next time.
That's what we're talking about. We actually, when we did this trip, we planned it for 3 nights, 4 days, but we did it in 2 nights, 3 days. And we're talking about this next time. We are going to stretch it out to probably 4 nights, 5 days to spend more time at the lakes.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
do you guys?
Not to mention get more fishing in.
Well, yeah,
Absolutely.
But I
That-
mean, so there's 2 things. One is, are you flying to go there, or are you guys driving?
We flew into Idaho
There we
for this
fly.
one.
Yeah, the easiest thing to do there was for us to fly into Boise.
Okay.
And then I think it was about a 3-hour drive from Boise over there. And so we flew into Boise, spent the night in Boise, went to REI the next morning, got our fuel canisters and bear spray and things like that. Because there are I don't know.
There's wolves.
There's wolves,
bears.
and and so you need to be prepared. And I'm sure there's cougars out there too.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we wanted to make sure we were prepared. So we went to REI, got our stuff. Next morning we left, and I think we were over there by noon or 1 o'clock. And so we parked the car and we went to hiking, and it was just a slow, steady climb for 8 miles up, and finally found a spot to camp. Because I don't know, we had planned on going further. We planned on going about 10 miles before we found a spot to hike, but we were tired after 8, and we were done.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a 3-hour. You got a 3-hour drive, even though you know it's. I mean, me being on the road and stuff like that, and you very well know.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's not strenuous, it's
It's
mentally strenuous.
So we camped there. We went. The next day we got up, hiked over that saddle, and just as soon as you top that saddle, you see that beautiful alpine lake down there, and it just lights up the world.
I don't remember the name of it, but it looks like a fidget spinner.
Steamboat.
No, that was the second one.
Second? Okay.
The first one, it looks like a fidget spinner when you look down on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. But our plan was to stay at that lake that night, but then we got down there so early that we ended up going to the next lake and then past the next lake.
And I didn't take a fishing pole for that trip anyway, so.
They make some really nice collapsible ones. Just saying.
God.
I
have one now.
I have one now. I have several of them.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Definitely a place I would recommend.
And we'd never heard of that before either, so we're just like absolutely gorgeous.
You can't go wrong. There's so many other trails to do there too.
And of all the hikes we've done so far, that's still my favorite.
Wow, that's incredible.
I mean, you can't beat the views.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's gorgeous.
So, well, I guess let's just go to the question. We have a question. No, let's go to the picture first.
Picture first.
Let's do the picture first, because this is How do I do it, honey? Do I just hit it?
Hmm?
Just hit it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colorado.
Colorado. So this is Rocky Mountain National Park?
Mm-hmm. This is the part of the CDT loop.
Oh, it
And
is.
It's like a 30-mile loop too.
Yeah.
But that one we ended up having to bail on.
Yes.
For once, it was because of Craig and not me.
Yeah.
Craig got altitude sickness.
I started getting altitude sick. We got up to about. It's
9,000.
never bothered me before, and it's never bothered me since. But we camped at 9,800 feet, and I just started feeling awful.
Really?
I thought I was catching some kind of virus. I thought I was just going to get sick, and I was. We still had 1,000 feet climb ahead of us the next day.
Really?
There's no way I can do that feeling the way I do, and so we called it, and I think we had hiked in about 7 miles.
I don't remember.
Had to hike back out that, and
8. Yeah, it was 8 because I think it was 16 total.
And it was crazy because once we got below 9,000 feet, I felt fine.
Interesting.
Didn't bother me at all like that. And
yeah, and honestly, I was afraid I would be the person we would have to bail for because I used to be a smoker, and I quit smoking to prepare for this trip because I knew altitude would be an issue being a smoker. So I put the cigarettes down, never picked them back up to prepare for this. Yep.
For you.
I mean,
so did you guys do training?
What was that? Sorry?
I said I've gained weight because of, but I still
stop.
Yeah.
But did you do any training for altitude stuff? Like I don't think.
What's the altitude sickness?
What are you thinking?
Like when people go up to like Kilimanjaro and stuff like that, they get
they get that.
The breathing deals,
yeah, I know.
I didn't do that.
You get dizzy, lightheaded.
Like
it was crazy to me. It was just, I felt just awful, and I thought there's no way I can go 1,000 feet up and continue this hike. So we bailed, and it was
and then 2 days after we left, I came down with the flu.
Yeah.
So that was the right thing to do anyway, in hindsight, right?
Sometimes you just got to call them. You know, if it's not right.
Absolutely, for sure.
It was still beautiful, and we still loved it, but
right. So there's a saying that we always say, "Know your limits, hike within it." You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Try to.
Because we could be 6 milers, 8 milers, 17 milers, but you got to know what it is, right?
Yeah, it's taken us some time to adhere to that, but
not us. It takes her a little time. It's taken her a little time to recognize her limits, but I'm not going to get myself in trouble. I'll call it before I get in trouble.
Right on.
He's giving me the side eye here.
Yep.
You and I are besties right now. I'm just saying, okay?
I can always come back later and do it again.
Oh, brother.
Right on.
Gosh.
I know. I want to get out to, or we want to get out to and hike around Mount Rainier.
Have you guys been out to Washington State?
That's on our book.
That's beautiful.
On the list out there, right?
Yeah.
I have a nephew that moved to Seattle. And
Olympia,
Olympia, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps trying to get us to come up there to visit with him. So, we've talked a little bit about planning a visit and a backpack trip while we're up there.
Mm-hmm.
We just haven't done it.
Oh yeah, but do it for sure. We did part of the Olympics and then out to like Cape Flattery, and it was just we didn't have enough time, but it was absolutely
you
incredible.
didn't have gear either.
Right. That's true too. Yeah. So we just did a little bit of, day hiking, which was nice too, though. You still get the opportunity just to get a feel for it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love too. New Mexico is another place like Texas that I feel like is like, what does it have to offer? But it has a lot.
It has a lot. It's surprising how much is in New Mexico that you don't hear anything about.
No.
And I'd really rather keep it kind of quiet, kind of like.
Okay, should I take a picture now?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody in the chat, don't tell anybody. Shush.
Keep it to ourselves, okay?
Right.
There's once you get around Santa Fe and Albuquerque, there's some beautiful places up there. And then this hike here, I believe this was
the Gila.
Gila.
Gila, yeah.
It's
we
in
have an
southern.
ongoing argument about how
It's
you
in
say
southern New Mexico, and it was it was beautiful too.
it. Yeah.
So when I saw this photo before I knew what it was, it reminded me of Teddy Roosevelt National Park a little bit. How this kind of a little bit rolling, a little bit the brushy kind of stuff. So was this a loop that you
Ish.
guys did, or
No, it was an out and back. So we originally had planned a loop. It was a 26-mile loop.
So
But the weather did not.
Let's back up a little bit. So it was a 26-mile loop that I had planned without really looking at the weather, and the low temperatures were going to be in the 20s, and what Barbara
The night before we flew out, I said, "You do realize there's 28 water crossings?" He said, "Oh, there is?" I said, "Yes."
Water crossings was a little excessive
Yeah.
for 20-degree
And
weather.
it was cold. It was
Wow.
cold.
So we did the out and back instead.
Yeah.
for sure. And how heavy are your packs then?
Mine's about 26.
Okay, that's like me. Yeah.
Mid-30s.
Okay, so we're pretty much the same
Yeah.
then. Okay, so yours manageable, it's good, it's decent. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing your research? Like,
It was well. Before we get off that, I want to say too that it was. So it got really cold there, and we had originally planned on just using our inflatable mattresses in the tent, and we started out that way, and I got super cold, and finally I took my thermal pad that I had carried with me, that I was using to kind of prop up my head with. I put that under the mattress, and I just want to say it was crazy to me how much of a difference that made.
really?
Talking about the Nemo switchback,
Yeah.
The closed phone, cell phone.
Yep.
And we have one and we split it in half. I take half, he takes half, because we both like to be a little bit elevated. Our head, it makes us sleep better.
Sure.
So we put it under our air up mattress.
Yes.
And
It was-
so he spread his out, and that's
I
when he
was
finally slept.
freezing, and I finally put that thing
Wow.
under my floor, and it was like, oh, this is nice. So I was fine after that. So
I
don't.
I usually like my space in the tent. I'm like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I was like,
Anyhow,
anyhow,
I wanted to throw that out there.
research.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that is true. I mean, and it's like desert-like, so it does get super cold at night,
Yes.
It did. It was cold.
and you don't want to be wet and cold. That sucks.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So research he didn't do.
Yeah,
So let's
well,
just
I
put that-
did some research on all trails and found the trail. I just didn't, okay, so I use all trails a lot. I rely on it a lot.
But the
And,
trails, yeah.
and the issue with it is the trail isn't always exactly where it shows to be in all trails. So
That's
you
true.
see these water
Right.
crossings that are just kind of going back and forth across the river. And you think, well, it's probably just on one side of the river. It's just somebody's GPS.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't the case there. So I generally use all trails. We have we have a stack of the what is it?
Every map you could ever.
Yeah,
think
every
of.
map you could ever think of. What are the ones we normally
Well, I get those atlas books for each
get? No,
state.
that's not the one.
The National
Geographic. That's
That's
the one.
yeah. We
Yeah.
love those. Yeah.
For each
Yes,
area we want to
yes,
go to.
Those are so
Yeah.
great.
They
Yeah.
are. I agree with you. They have been very helpful for us too in our trip planning.
Yeah, and then the fact that they're waterproof and
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I mean, I do love a physical map. John does keep like the all trails or whatever we're downloading.
Yep.
What's it we use? I can't Avenza or something. I can't remember. But yeah,
well,
so
events and when we're off-roading.
when we're off-roading, yeah. But crazy. We posted that picture on the thumbnail of you guys in the wave of the fire. No, what's it called? Valley of the Fire
Yeah.
in Nevada. Like
Yeah.
that's another shut up. Like that does not look like Nevada.
It's crazy, but every state we've hiked in, it's like, who knew this was that pretty?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Mhm.
Every state has something beautiful about it.
That was one of our work trips that we got to go on.
Mhm.
And
We went to
And-
Vegas. Yeah.
funny story there, Chico hiker that lives in El Paso that we've met on some of our Texas meetup.
Okay.
hike. I went down for breakfast at the hotel in Las Vegas, and he was sitting there across the table from me. So we got to catch up out in Vegas.
Nice.
Stop it. You didn't know he was there, obviously.
No, I had no clue.
Oh my
he
God.
was there for his work, and I was there for my work, and just happened to cross paths.
Hello. Let's have a coffee together.
Yep.
That is so cool. I love that. Yeah. So you did mention that you've done some little meetups.
We've
So
done
that's
more,
fun.
actually.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So how does y'all just like get together, or does one group like plan the hike, or how did that come about?
It's actually Cameron Hall. He has a channel, Ultralight Backpacking. I can't believe I just blanked out on that. Anyway, he's the one that organized it the first year and this past year. This past year we didn't get to go because our son was having surgery, so we had to back out of that one.
Sure.
Tangent Trails, he went,
Yep.
from my understanding. Who else? Adventures of Eli. I can't think of anybody else
Chico.
that might be. We missed them at the meetup. But yeah, it was really fun. He just planned it all, and we met up and we camped the first night and then hiked the second night to a backpack
Yep.
location.
The first year we did it at Caprock Canyons out
Yep.
close to Amarillo,
Mhm.
and then this last year I think they did it down at
Hill Country
Hill Country State
Area.
Natural Area close to Kerrville.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
cool.
I love that idea. And like we said, you guys are from Texas. Like, again, it's a sneaky kind of state to me.
It
Like-
is.
There's some like fun
It's-
things down there.
It is. It can be
Yeah, it's called
challenging.
the Alamo.
There are some cool things. You know, Texas is really focused on private property, so there's not a lot of public land to access.
Yeah.
If you do, you know, it's generally in Big
Big
Bend,
Bend.
There
National
you go.
Forest.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger pieces of property are going to be Corps of Engineers,
Mhm.
like what the Goodwater Loop I heard you
That
speak
Tangent
about.
Trails.
Yes.
The video.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
the Goodwater Loop. Yeah.
The Corps of Engineers has some of the floodplains, you know, protected that has some trails on it. State parks are all pretty small, except
And
for
there are quite a few that have backcountry, but you can't have fires in the backcountry sites.
Sure.
So you don't want to go when it's cold. And people don't think it gets cold in Texas, but it does.
Sure it does. You guys
Occasionally.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's hard to find backpacking that's not at least a minimum of 6 hours away from us.
Whoa.
and Big Bend was actually my first backpacking trip.
Really?
Yes,
Mhm.
So
yes.
is this the Rio Grande?
That is the Rio
Yep,
Grande.
yep.
Mhm.
It looks like
That's
Santa
Santa
Elena.
Elena Canyon. Yeah.
Okay.
That's looking out
Nice.
from the canyon. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Absolutely.
We
And
got-
then, we got a
We
question.
got a couple
Oh,
questions.
here we go.
Mad Hippies has a question for y'all. They said, any plans to hike in Colorado where living proof Texans can survive and thrive?
Even though you guys did say you were just in the Rocky Mountain National Park, but well, hey, what's next?
We love Colorado,
Uh,
and actually, Craig has a trip that he's planning with
Yep,
his
I have
friends.
a fishing trip where me and some friends are going into southern Colorado.
His 13-year-old.
Yeah, my 13-year-old friends.
That's what I
uh,
call them because that's
yeah.
what they act like.
Yeah, they're
No
very
such thing.
mature individuals. And, you know, I really bring the age of that group up.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, we're planning on going up there. We'll trout fish, hike up into the the Alpine lakes. I think we're actually hike a little bit of the CDT.
Oh, cool. You can cross that off your list.
Right.
Yeah. I love it.
And Tangent will just tie onto that one. And he asked,
Question with the K.
Okay. So, yeah, any hiking in the San Juan Mountains?
Oh.
In
I
Colorado.
think that's actually where we're going is in the San Juan Mountains.
Is it
Oh.
the southern part of Colorado?
And I've actually done some hiking with a bow in my hand in the San Juan Mountains in southern Colorado.
Oh,
Nice.
Elk hunting.
Yeah.
that's
He did
cool.
not bring an
I did
elk
not
home.
bring one home, but we did
Okay.
have a good time. And
What type
the
of bow?
minute I stepped out of the truck, it was success. So
He was hunting, not catching.
yeah,
I'm just
Right. What type of bow you got?
what kind of bow?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
Hoyt.
Oh, wait.
A
Yeah.
Hoyt, yeah.
Cool. We got fitted for bows last year, 2
Last
years.
year.
Yeah, we need to get our act together. A couple questions again. People are asking about the Guadalupe Mountains.
Another favorite.
Yeah, that's a nice,
yeah.
beautiful place and
The
beautiful
tallest-
views. It's a tough hike.
Like Barbara, I saw you were like on a ladder or something. Was that in this one or was that?
I think that was in the Gila dwelling.
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
This
thought it was
one,
the same
though,
thing.
is the highest point in Texas.
Yes.
8,750 feet. Something like
That's
that.
crazy. I don't
Yeah,
think
you can
people know
see
that.
for miles.
Well, it is, and if you watch some of the other videos, it's once you get up there, depending on what the weather's like, sometimes
Yeah.
there's 70, 80-mile-an-hour winds on top of that peak, and I've seen videos where people would just kind of throw a cedar log off the side of it and it blow it back over their head.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
We lucked
Yeah,
out. It
it's
was
crazy.
great weather when we went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, you can tell the trail is so close to the edge there. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. There's a couple spots it's kind of,
it's kind of
Okay.
sketchy in some
Yeah.
places.
yeah.
So if we were to come to Texas, where should we go?
If-
Oh.
oh.
Big
There's the
Bend.
same reaction.
It would have to be Big Bend or Guadalupe Mountains. I mean,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah. Big Bend to me is number one. It's a beautiful place and it's so vast. There's so many different landscapes there.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you get a chance to go up the Chiso Basin, up on Chiso Mountain, go take a look off the South Rim. It's just absolutely stunning.
So that loop that you and the boys did, that was
Yeah.
like 38
36
miles.
miles. It was supposed
Wow.
to be 29.
They won't allow you to do it in the summer.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
weather.
You can only.
Oh, they say you can't do it?
They won't
allow
let
it.
you
They
because
won't
it's
give you a
not
permit.
possible to have enough water.
It's the Outer Mountain Loop at Big Bend.
Interesting.
It says it's a 29-mile hike. It's a 36-mile hike. I can promise.
At least Craig turned it
And-
into 36
yeah.
miles.
And you have to
A lot of back and forth.
you have to cache water, a gallon a day is what you have to plan on.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a tough hike, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love that you have a love of your state parks. Like you mentioned that right off the hop. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
and
and-
we-
There's when we started doing this, there's so little information out there. Yeah, you can pull up a map and see what it was, but you really couldn't see what the trail was like. I mean, there wasn't anything really out there for you to see
right.
to get a feel for what the trails were.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Hike with Mike's got a real quick question.
Oh, we got another holy moly.
Yeah. So, any plans to hike with Tony from Blue Collar Backcountry? Haven't
We
heard
have,
from him.
yeah, we have hiked with Tony at the first meetup we were talking about.
Okay.
He doesn't do a lot of backpacking anymore because his knees are pretty bad, but he does a lot of biking, mountain biking. And I think he's actually doing
Yeah, he does
he's
more
about
road.
to do
He does a
big
lot of road
trip.
biking.
Yeah. He last year or the year before, maybe it was 2020, because I think it was when I did my first solo.
Okay.
He
Okay.
did a tip to tip from top to bottom of Texas on his bike. Yeah. He
How many
loves-
miles is that?
Oh,
A lot.
That's got to be a lot. Like, that's great.
So I'll give you a little insight on Tony.
Okay.
When we did our first meetup for Texas backpackers, we were walking into the camp area for where we were all going to be at the Caprock Canyon.
And you could go this way,
And
or
you could
that
go
way.
right or you could go left. And,
Okay.
and got to the T in the trail, and there was arrows drawn in the dirt that said Barbara to the left, Craig to the right. And there was
Barbara,
nobody to the
nobody
right.
was to the right. He was trying to think.
What?
Oh my
He
goodness.
sounds like a, well, there you go. Hike with Mike
Good
said
guy.
Tony is a character for sure.
He's
Oh,
a great
Yes, he
brother.
is.
Great.
Oh, that's awesome.
We got one more quick question. We have Deanna Stepp. She has a question. What is the best time to hike Guadalupe?
I would say September would be mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember when we went,
I don't
but you have to be
remember.
really careful with the weather so that you don't,
Okay.
because if the wind is high, they won't let you go up there.
But and you don't want to go when it's it's what is it called? That terrain.
Desert.
It's not done here. Anyway,
Comment?
huh?
Anyhow.
You're not going to have a lot of coverage if it's hot, so you don't want to go where it's really hot.
Yeah. Don't
There's
go in
a
June,
couple
July.
of sections where you have some trees, and it's crazy because there's some pine trees up there too. But most of it is very, very exposed.
Yeah.
So,
I would think probably March and April is probably the best time to go. When you
I
get
like
out in West
September.
Texas, you really have some monsoons early in the year, I think. But if you go March or April, you're probably missing the monsoons and you're missing the heat.
Right. Wow. Barbara, you mentioned about the state atlas books. Right? We have ones for Michigan, and we love those too. And we just got it's green. I was so excited to share that, but you can't see from the green screen. So it's like 150 best campground and but state parks here in Michigan.
Nice.
So I was just wondering, is there something like that for the state campgrounds in Texas?
We do have a book that has all of the campgrounds. I don't think it's as good as that one, but
ours isn't invisible.
Yeah.
This is pretty fancy pants. Okay.
Yeah, we did go to, what year was it? 2016 maybe. We went to Michigan. We were actually going to do Pictured Rocks, and a bad winter storm came in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got word that they weren't going to let people out there. So we were like, okay, what do we do now? So we went and did Cuyahoga National Park in Ohio.
Right.
We've never heard of it before, but I mean, we were able to spend 2 or 3 days there. So.
Well, you guys hiked in Michigan. You hiked the Pinckney State Park.
We did.
I'm like, how did you guys end up in Pinckney?
Yeah, you're looking at it like,
We're like, of all
I
places.
told Craig, I said, we're here. We have to hike somewhere.
I was
Right.
looking at rail cars in Flint, Michigan. Is that where you ended up at Picnic?
Oh my
Oh, boy.
gosh. Sorry to hear that.
We still have Pictured Rocks on our.
You got to do it. You have to do it. It is outstanding.
it's beautiful any time of the year.
It really is amazing. You guys love gear, right? That's
Well, what?
Gear.
you guys love gear.
Hiking gear.
He's the gearhead.
Yeah, there's some pretty fun stuff. But wait a minute, we have to maybe give what you want, 10 seconds of silence for the GoPro. Tell us the GoPro story.
Well, the GoPro story is that we're sitting here and our 3-year-old grandson is in the middle of catching his first fish.
Yeah.
And I'm behind him. He's right here. Our 9-year-old grandson is helping him. Craig's behind him on the boat. We're on the boat. And I'm filming him, and he's all excited and everything. Well, Craig reaches over to get the GoPro from me. And I don't even know why, but I hesitate. I just went. And then I was like, okay. As soon as he grabs it, it goes into the
Oh, yeah.
in 38 feet of water. And he looks at me and I looked at him and I was like, I saw memories just floating to the bottom of the lake. Craig saw money going to the bottom.
I saw $600. I almost bailed into 50-degree water to get that. See if I can catch that GoPro, and it's no.
Yeah.
No.
I literally can just see my GoPro sitting on the bottom of a dark lake, just all alone and lonely down there with all those memories.
It's so lonely.
I know.
It's hanging out with the snappers down there.
Oh,
It literally had all the
man.
footage. So my youngest son, and the boys only spent Friday night. They didn't spend Saturday night. So it had all the footage from their first night of camping. Caleb's first fish.
What do you do?
I know.
My
You
9-year-old
also
grandson, all day, my 9-year after that, he kept saying, I feel so bad for you, Gigi. I feel so
You are right.
And I don't remember what was going on, but our 9-year-old grandson, he said something about, well, there's 2 things that went wrong. I said, well, I know this did, but what's the other
We
one?
lost 2 things this weekend.
We lost 2 things. And I thought, what's he talking about? And he just kind of looked at me.
Like,
The GoPro?
Oh man.
John actually went in. So we lost our canoeing on a very fast river up here in Michigan, and he was like bound and bent to get this. Like it wasn't a deep river, but fast, like super fast.
I was
moving.
about tempted when we got done on the trip. I was going to go get my scuba gear and go back in the dang water.
We had to eddy around in our canoe to get back up to where it was. He's in the water, like holding on to branches and trees, and it was gone. Gone.
Yeah, the current caught it, and I have no idea where it went.
So
well, that was a whole day of footage.
And we're just like, exactly, it's easy come, easy go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just can't
Well,
spot it,
it wasn't in a waterproof case or anything.
I don't want the easy go.
I know easy go.
No.
Well, that's what everybody said. Well, a GoPro's waterproof. You could still say, I said, no, I had a medium mod on it. That makes it not waterproof.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was crashed when it hit the water. So going in after it wouldn't have been a good idea.
Now I already bought a new one, and I have the little case, the floaty case that goes on it that'll help it float if it happens again.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
So super good camping's question for y'all. What is your most treasured piece of hiking specific gear?
Hiking or backpacking? I'm assuming the same.
I think I'll say the same.
The same.
I would say my UGQ quilt that I have 4. And
you have 4?
I have 4. But the most recent one.
Who's the gearhead?
Yeah, she is. You're wild, girl. Oh my God. I love it.
Well, I can justify it any way I want. But the last one I bought is just, I don't know, it's just more comfortable than the others. But it has the zipper. So it's really a quilt completely, and it has the zipper where if I want to do it like a sleeping bag, I can. That would probably be my most treasured.
I'm going to be pretty simple on this one. To me, it's the Sawyer water filters. Without them, I ain't doing any of it.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's key. I mean, that's those things. Having those water filters and being able to filter that water when you're out there on the trail is just, it really opens it up for you to be able to do what you want to do.
Oh, I agree.
You can carry enough water to do, Big Bend, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to do that outer mountain loop, you have to have at least 3 gallons of water. You can't carry 3 gallons of water around that thing. So
no,
right,
not at all. And so actually, just kind of going back to that, do they give you like a water suggestion, like for carrying those kind of trails like that?
A gallon a day is what they tell you.
A gallon a day.
Yeah. But they, like I said, they won't let you do it in certain months of the year. They won't allow it.
And they've got,
because you have to get a permit for it.
Yeah, you have
to, okay.
Get a permit to do that hike.
Yeah.
There are bear resistant
boxes,
bear boxes.
There's bear boxes, yeah.
Different cache locations, so you can go out there and you can put, you can drive out there to them. It's not a smooth road, and you can
stash it out there. For your water cache. So I didn't know what you were saying before. I got it. I didn't know there was a drivable kind of like at an entry point or whatever to do that.
Semi-drivable. Don't go in a sedan.
Right.
But you can go cache your water. And actually we'd cached a gallon per person for each day. And at the end of the second day, we got to the bear box, and thankfully there was a couple of gallons in there that just had free take them if you need them in there, because the gallon a day for each of us wasn't enough.
Wow.
We got to that point. We needed more water.
I bet. And I was gonna say, don't you find it's weird that all of a sudden you're like, when you're getting low on water, you're just like, oh my God, I get so thirsty. Like it's the weirdest thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Absolutely.
The water thing, that's my backpacking fear.
Okay.
I seldom go anywhere that I don't have enough water to get through it.
I agree with you. And that
100%.
And especially in the winter too. Like that's a big thing. Like people don't think about that kind of stuff.
No, I mean staying hydrated in winter is harder than staying hydrated 100%. In the summertime because you don't think about it. Because you're cool, you're comfortable, it's like, I'm not sweating, you're not exerting, but you dehydrate.
Yeah, for sure. All right, gearhead. Another question. Okay. The climate blow up light?
Say that again.
It's a climate blow up light or something?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
So you know, because I am a gearhead, I was subscribed to, you know, all these boxes, Cairn, Nomadic, all that stuff. And so that came in one of those boxes from Nomadic. And yeah, it is the neatest. It almost weighs nothing.
Okay.
And all you do is plug it into your battery bank.
Okay.
And it's like a light strip. And it lights up the whole tent. It's
cool.
really neat. It's very light. It packs down very small because you can roll it up.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that. And I was like, shut up. That's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
When we were in Glacier, the video that we just put out, the one about Hidden Lake.
Where the bear was there?
Yeah. But before we got to the bear part, John was taking video and chatting with people, and it was the people with the trekking poles, the camera thing.
Oh yeah, there's kind of like a GoPro mount, but it's not a GoPro. It's a different kind of company, but it's a mount that mounts onto your trekking pole that you can clamp your cell phone to.
And you guys have that?
We do. We use the monopod trekking poles by Mountainsmith. Lecky has one, and a couple other brands do too, but we've had really good luck with the Mountainsmith ones, and they're cheaper.
Okay.
And literally, we had one that messed up, and I contacted the company to see if we could get it fixed, and they just sent us a new one, just like that.
Nice.
And we already had it for like 3 years. But what we do is that monopod trekking pole, and then it's a mini ball mount that you put on top that you can angle any direction you want.
Just found that on Amazon and mounted it on there.
So I have 2 trekking poles. I have my point and shoot to take pictures, and I have my GoPro over here. And so at any time I see something, I can just hit it immediately.
Nice.
Seriously?
Because before, when we were trying to do it how most people do it, I would rarely pull it out to do video because it's just a pain. So
it's so much your skating pack or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that is a really good idea.
It's very nice.
It started out when we were mounting it on, you know, you had your trekking pole with the camera, and you were walking down the trail, and you were holding it right here in front of you and trying to get as far away from the camera as you could. And
we started researching, you know, different ways.
We could put that ball mount on there, stretch the trekking pole out, and it gets it further away from you that you can get a good view of you. And
that
is and you can do a lot of stuff. You can prop it up against a tree or whatever, but we don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not going back to get the camera.
Right. We're going forward, not backward.
We're going forward. I know. We're kind of with you on that for sure. So funny.
I mean, there's 2 of us. I'll film him some, and he'll film me some. And
right. We do have the luxury of doing that, right? It's so nice. I agree. And then talk about your drone. You guys have a drone?
We do.
She has a
That's
drone.
a bit of a learning curve.
So my son and daughter-in-law last year, they were building a house, so they lived with us for 9 months. And they felt like they needed to do something for both of us, which we totally did not want them to. But they bought me the drone, and they bought Craig what kind of gun? I don't know what kind of gun. Oh, you don't want to tell nobody?
Yeah.
They bought him a nice gun that he's been wanting a long time.
Nice.
Anyway, so the drone, I've literally only flown it twice because I'm scared to death to wreck it.
I know.
But if we go back to Oregon, I'm taking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take it almost every time, but I never use it because I'm so afraid.
She's scared of it.
I know.
Just be very mindful of the rules and regulations when you go into the parks.
So we just posted obviously some of the Glacier, and we've had comments on every video so far saying, did you guys have to get a permit to post the videos? And we're like, no, because it was last September that we went.
Right.
So I know. So I guess people are all like.
Bringing that up too, though, when we went to the Gila just recently, I contacted the ranger's office. We don't monetize, but I was told that even though you don't monetize, you still have to get a permit if you're in a national forest. So I contacted them directly, and they sent me to 2 or 3 different people, and the lady was like, "Are you doing this commercially? Are you going to have a crew? Blah blah, all this stuff." And I said, "No, but according to all the things that are being posted right now, I still need one." She said, "No, you're fine."
Okay. So they can't come back on you for any of your footage or whatever.
Can I get that in writing?
I
We
know.
don't have it in writing, so yeah, they
We
could.
don't have it in writing, but I have her name.
Right. I know who you are.
Right on.
Holy moly!
She literally said, "You're fine." She said, "That's not
okay."
I said, "Okay, whatever."
Wow. What any gear on the horizon for 2023?
Not
Hold
really.
on.
Oh what? Oh what?
There's a question.
All right, hold my question. There's another question. Here
there's more. Yeah. So, this will be a two-parter.
Oh, is it two-parter?
When you're all on trail, what's your do you guys make your own food, or you guys get like dehydrated meals to go?
Dehydrated meals.
Yeah, we generally do the dehydrated meals.
Okay.
The first backpacking trip I did was in Big Bend with my son and my nephew, and we learned then that making our own probably not a good idea. For the group, I can tell you that tuna and macaroni do not go together. It's just a bad idea.
Especially when they took it for every meal.
We didn't take it.
Ew, that's yucky.
I like tuna mac.
Yeah, you do.
Not on trail though.
We went to Mountain House after that, and it got a lot better. And then
now I like the Peak Refuel.
Yeah,
we like Peak Refuel too.
Yeah,
they're really good. Have you had
the pork?
What's the other one?
The pork. It's pork something pork. I don't know.
Oh, the sweet and sour pork.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
It's delicious. That's my favorite right now.
Yeah, they do a good job.
I like beef stroganoff.
You love the beef stroganoff.
Oh yeah, I like that one
and
too.
Hopefully they send us a couple of packages for this free mention.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right on. Exactly.
So here's hashtag's question. What's your all favorite?
Oh, what's your favorite food to cook in camp? Ooh, maybe that's a two-parter.
So I'm guessing we're still talking backpacking.
Let's do backpacking and let's do camping.
You're going with car camping?
I'm going with car camping.
Okay, what's your favorite, Greg?
Barbara makes some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches when we're baking. They are just amazing.
They're made out of ribeye meat.
Of course.
Of course.
And yeah, they're pretty good.
They're wonderful.
Ooh,
yum.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Now, what about something?
I like breakfast burritos myself. But.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're good for sure. And I know you have a bit of a sweet tooth. Do you bake like a little bit of a special dessert in the backcountry, or?
Not in the backcountry.
Not in the backcountry. That's generally a Snickers bar for the backcountry.
Okay.
Quick.
Fancy.
I know.
I don't eat breakfast on the trail. I mean, everything we eat's pretty easy.
God, I eat anything I can get my hands on.
He does. He'll usually say, "What are you not going to eat over there? I'm going to have it."
I'm generally hoping she packs extra because I'm probably going to want it.
You're going to eat it. Oh, geez.
Right on.
I love it. I love it.
I can go on a backpacking adventure for 35 miles and gain 5 pounds. It's just the way it
is. Well, that is unusual.
It is.
But for car camping, we make some blueberry biscuits.
Okay.
And then I make a heavy cream icing that goes on top of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I need that recipe.
I was going to say, we're coming. Well, let us know. Wow, that is amazing. And like you just heard
I love blueberries.
I know we do love blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I just got to do one quick little picture. Just got to get off because this was like the cutest little thing ever. We talked about us being grandparents, you guys being grandparents, and you kind of mentioned this right at the beginning of the show, but I got to show everybody. Look at this Tinta kid.
Story time.
Yeah, that was story time. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a Taj Mahal. That thing's huge.
I know.
Yeah.
It's huge. It is for car camping only. That one doesn't. One doesn't come out if I have to carry it more than 30 yards.
I think it literally weighs.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Aww.
Me and my youngest son and 4 grandsons in that tent.
And I was in a hammock way in the back.
Whoa.
And every one of them had to tell their own version of a bedtime story while we were in that.
What a great idea.
Fun.
That is fun. I saw that. I was like, that is so stinking cute. I can't even handle that.
It
right?
was
all
cute,
lined up. They're all good.
Yeah, but they, having that many grandkids all in the same tent is never a good idea. There's too much chaos. They get too wound up, and nobody ever gets.
The second one wants to settle down, the other is not, and it's just like.
Yeah, that's super sweet for you. So
but so-and-so's touching me.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, stop touching me. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah.
But that is so
a great time.
I love it. And then you were in a hammock. Do you love hammock camping?
So, Colleen, I saw one of the lives here recently where you said you just hadn't, found your.
No.
I can tell you, I like both. I like to keep in a tent. I like the hammock, but when you have the right setup in a hammock, it is so comfortable.
Interesting. I know. I think I'm gonna have to rent gear or something. Like I want to.
You have a hammock.
Not like the right setup. I don't think.
Well, we can go borrow trips.
Maybe we can borrow someone.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I just recently. Well, actually, it's been a year, but this was my first time to try it. I had a dream hammock, but I really, really like the idea of the Superior Gear hammock where the underquilt is attached to the hammock. Mm-hmm. And I just tried that one that weekend that we're talking about. Yeah. And the fabric that it's made out of was so soft. It was very nice. It was
wow. Well, that's encouraging.
Craig can't sleep in it.
You can't do it?
I can't do it. I've tried so many different times to make it work, and it's not working for me. So I'm a ground dweller.
And he literally just got a new underquilt from UGQ. Yeah. It was like $600 for it.
Oh yeah.
He can't sleep in his hammock anymore.
He can't
breathe.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Interesting.
The way it holds my head up and it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just might not, right? Carlson loves his dream hammock Sparrow.
Mm-hmm. I still love my dream hammock too. Yeah.
Sleep better in a hammock than a bed. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canoe Hound says that too.
Oh, time for another show. Backcountry Grandparents. The spin-off. I love that. Oh my God. That is funny.
Good idea, but no.
Oh, that is
that's gonna take way too more in-depth research.
My
like,
gosh.
Hey, you got grandkids?
Oh my gosh. I can't even do that. Do you guys have any trail names?
No.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. We call her Not.
Knock?
No, not.
Not.
Because KNOT. Because every time for a while, every time we would go hiking or backpacking, we would be 10 minutes in and she would have to shuck everything that she had on so that she could retie her shoes.
They just come out all the
time.
I mean, you walk by these briars and
things
and they just pull your
that's what she is in my phone to this day is not.
Since we're telling trail names, Craig's is Gas Man.
There's a number of reasons for that, none that you would guess.
Now, the first one is that he busted a gas line on the main road in the city we lived in years ago. Stop traffic on both ends of the highway. Fire trucks. They made me come out of the house. I didn't want to.
No biggie.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Oh,
he was repairing some kind of something.
Yeah. Move on.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good guess, actually.
Well, hers is Tink.
Yes, that is my new name.
And why is it
Tink? Like Tink, not Tinkerbell, so to speak, but the jingling of her bear bell.
Oh yeah,
tink every time. I love my bear bell.
She had this. It was like a motion, and it's like, and just the way the bear bell was swinging is going tink, 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 tink.
I love my bear bell.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it is good for sure. All right. So you are also so super kind because we are involved in the 12 Days of Christmas, which is, was started by Marco's Hiking. And there's like 12 of us, right, that have been involved. And you guys did your own. That was so super kind of you to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I know you had some beautiful response from everybody. What was that?
You're gonna make me blush.
Oh no, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So that was really, really, really nice. So do you have any yak packing trips on the books coming up? Like, is that something that you're into?
No, we've only done that.
We'll do them. It's just, just kind of, that's one of those things that just kind of, if it comes up, we'll do it. And,
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned something about the Long River. Is that the Devil's River?
The one that we lost the GoPro on?
No, the one that
you said you wanted to come to a long river in Texas. Float along river.
Oh, the Rio.
The Rio.
Huh.
Yeah, so we were at an event in Wisconsin called Canoecopia, and one of a big paddler, worldwide paddler, said, "You guys need to paddle the Rio Grande." We're like, "We do?"
Was that
so with Cliff? So
was it Cliff? Or
yeah.
was it,
so we did some research, and he wanted us to watch a movie. So we watched this movie.
Yeah.
And these people hiked, biked, and then canoed their way around through the Rio Grande, and it was outstanding. We are not ready for that yet, though. That's a lot. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of training.
Because you got to pack everything out of there.
There's a water issue. It's just the Mexico's on one side. It's crazy. There's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? To kind of get your
ducks in order. We might be talking about the Devil's River.
Where's that?
That is in South Texas as well.
That's Southwest
Texas. But it's some of the most beautiful water.
Oh, I read it.
You can see right through it. We haven't done it, but we keep trying to make a plan to do it. But
okay.
What's the water what's the water type? Do they have any class 1, class 2?
Are there rapids on that?
I don't know what they're classified as, but there are some areas.
There's some areas where you basically have to tie a rope to your kayak and float it through, and you walk around.
Okay.
This.
Oh, it's so you got to portage around it.
Yeah, and supposedly it's some of the best largemouth bass fishing in Texas. So if you go, be sure to bring your fish rod and reel.
Yeah. Okay. So do you obviously we're going to talk fishing. We do love fishing.
Cool.
But you have to buy.
But she doesn't eat fish.
No, I don't either.
Okay, good. Yeah, no. But I'll catch the crap out of them all day long. I love it. I mean,
I don't want to cook it. I don't want to eat it. Nothing.
Oh, I can't stand the smell either. If he cooks fish, I'm take that out. If he opens a can of tuna, I'm put it in a plastic bag. It's got to go outside now.
It's sardines.
I can't even handle that. But I mean, when you go to another state, you got to get a state fishing license every time you go. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Now, here in Texas, if you fish in a state park, you don't have to have a license.
I don't know if that's true for non-residents. I know it's true for residents, but I'm not sure if it's true for non-residents. So be sure and look it up before you come.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's true. Because the one channel that I watch.
Well, I think they do it to promote and get more people into
fishing. That's true.
The fishing.
Okay.
But it's a lot of places we go to, you have to, if you're going to fish, you have to buy a fishing license.
Yeah.
A lot of places you can do 1 day, a 3 day, a 5 day, or you can do an annual pass. And so, depends. I get to go to New Mexico quite a bit. And so New Mexico, I generally just go ahead and buy an annual pass.
That's awesome. Well, how far is that from you guys?
About 9 hours.
Yeah, about 9 hour drive.
Okay.
A little bit.
So it's just going up to the UP on the other side, really, up in northern Michigan. When you think about it.
You betcha there, bud.
For us to get to the Big Bend, it's 9 hours, 10 hours.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I can get to Oklahoma faster than I can get to Big Bend.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, have you hiked in or done anything in Arkansas?
No.
Oh, mention this
gorgeous.
Is this the Ouachita?
This group.
What is it?
He's trying to keep us from telling people so they don't go there.
All right, maybe we need a private group chat then.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Maybe we need a separate little thing going on here. I like this.
Right.
I know.
Arkansas is one of our favorite places.
Okay.
Backpack. They have the Ouachita Trail that's 220 miles.
Ouachita.
Ozark Trail.
Buffalo River Trail.
Buffalo River.
Eagle Rock.
Eagle Rock Loop. That's another one of my favorites.
Okay. We have to start heading south. We always head north, it seems like, but we need to start heading south a little bit,
Sure. Yeah.
What is it? What are your trips this year? What is on the book so far? What do you got?
We have a beach trip coming up with our family, our kids.
Good.
Then we're going to Yellowstone and the Tetons with some friends.
Nice.
That one's going to be more touristy than backpacking and hiking.
Because they can't really hike. She has feet problems. But, And then we're trying to plan.
I've got a fishing trip coming up into backpacking.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
What we got?
I don't know. We have four long weekends that we're trying to figure out because I get close to 7 weeks of vacation.
You get 7 weeks?
Close
so
to.
That's good. So you're like John, same thing. He's got like a lot of weeks to use up and stuff like that too. What about Michigan? You want to come back up here?
I do.
I know. So
when's the best time to do pictured rocks?
Well, so a group of our friends are actually going up the Memorial Day weekend. So they're doing it in May, and I've heard people do that. And there's still a shit ton of snow up there. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's still. Well, I'm not so much sure on the east side, but over on the west side,
that's true.
There's still over 2 feet of snow.
Like it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And then we hiked it the end of October of last year, and it was like perfect.
Yeah,
like, it got
cool at nights. You know, the days were perfect. You know, sun was breaking through. Most of the leaves were down, but the birches were still holding on to their leaves, so it made it
was pretty.
Give it a nice golden hue.
Yeah.
But if you hit up there, very late September, early October, that's when peak colors are, so to speak, depending on the temperatures. And then if during the summertime, you got that nice cool breeze of Lake Superior coming off, and when she's nice, it's beautiful.
It really
but
is.
She can turn mean really quick, and the waves are like crushing up there.
Yeah.
So the cliffs are like in 30s. The cliffs are like over 30 some feet tall.
Yeah.
And going down to the water. So the week before we went up there, they had a major fall storm, and she was producing 26-foot waves with over 30 foot swells.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I know.
And so
but it's a really good hike. It's an easy hike. You love it. So put it on your list.
Yeah.
No more picnic steak park.
It's mostly picnic's nice.
Picnic is nice too. That is true.
Nice.
It's mostly flat. There's just a couple little hills that you climb up and over, but that's about it.
For sure.
Sometimes it's you get a great picture of it when you do it. Sometimes it's just a good workout.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're doing, even though it's like 40, it's just about 40 some miles for a straight through hike, but you actually do about 42, 43 miles from all the backing and forth, going out to the cliff, taking pictures.
Which you have to do anyways, right?
Yeah.
And then going and seeing all the different waterfalls along the way.
Right. That's true too. There's a bit of a statement here from Camping Across Ontario. We have to head to Texas. Sounds incredible. Corey has a lot of birds on his to-see list for the Texas area.
On the Texas,
Yeah, there's a lot of birders that head down to the Gulf Coast region.
Okay.
Yeah. Padre Island, Brownsville.
Oh, yes, Padre. Yeah.
Yep. Those areas are wonderful for birders. Come on.
That's awesome. Yeah, right? I love it. Okay, so how can everybody find you? Where are y'all at? Where's all your socials on? And John's going to start putting them in the chat here.
Yep.
We are on YouTube, obviously. We do have Instagram and Facebook. I'm not as dedicated to putting stuff out there, but I've tried to be better here recently.
Yeah, she's
your pictures are
Facebook, not so much.
Pictures are good. Your pictures are really nice on Instagram, and Instagram is a picture platform. But I mean, you're doing a good job. So I know you just kind of started that not so long ago, but you're doing a really nice job on Instagram. Thanks. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
it's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I think I have a Twitter account, but I don't know it is.
Okay. I love it. That is so good. So John has all that in there. So make sure everybody go check out Barbara and Craig, Texas hike.
Yeah. Well, this was really fun.
It was.
Thank y'all for inviting us to.
Seriously.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I feel bad that it took so long for us to connect, and I feel like it's not going to be the last time we see each other, though.
I don't think it will
absolutely
be.
Not.
No, like John and I were just like, oh yeah, these are our people right here.
Right.
Call when you're ready to come to Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it's on the list. Let's go.
We got to hit Colorado first.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe some big, epic trip or whatever that looks like. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
So thank you so very, very much for hanging out with us tonight. Lots of fun, lots of good stories.
There, I got all three
awesome people. So I love that. I love that when everybody, has a lot of interaction and
good
questions.
Yeah.
And it always goes so fast. Like it's crazy. Like it's already an hour and a half, so which is good. So thank you for, giving up some time on a Thursday to hang out with us and our peeps and all that fun stuff. So sit tight. Right.
Yes.
And John will put you on down there. But have a beautiful weekend ahead. And we look forward to chatting with you guys soon for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
All right. We'll hang tight.
Yeah. Love it.
Fun.
I know. More friends.
Gotta go.
I know.
Arkansas.
I love it. I know. That's the whole thing. Is every time we talk to somebody, it's like, geez, we got to go here.
It's easy.
Geez, we got to go there.
Stop working.
Stop working. That's
Stop
it.
working
Stop
weekends.
working. That's it. I love that idea. Oh, well, everybody, thanks
What a
for
concept.
hanging out. I know. Thanks for hanging out with us this week on our Thursday for Backcountry Couples. Another fun night and good chat, good interaction, and we just love it. So thank you. Everybody, please go check them out. Craig and Barbara, they're an awesome couple, obviously.
I put all their links in the chat.
Yeah.
So for all their social medias, yes, please check them out. Pick them up. Make a new friend.
Yeah, we love that. I think it's so fun. And I get good comments, good show, great as always, great couples. Come on. See, I love that. So again, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Right. Another good Thursday in the books.
Right.
It is our Friday.
And we're got to go pack up and make a run for the border.
We are going to make a run for the border.
The barter? No,
border.
The border.
The border.
Spit it out there, eh?
My Canadian border.
Oh yeah,
I know.
You betcha there, bud. gotta go to Timmy's, get your double, eh?
Got it. We got it. All right. Everybody have a beautiful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Right.
Another Backcountry Couples.
The same bat time, same bat channel, kids.
It's Backcountry Bros next week, just saying.
Way to go.
Stay around for that. I love it. I can't keep a secret. It's terrible. Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we will see that. We'll see. Okay. I'll talk with my hands. So
Canadian Muppet here.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful weekend.
Y'all be safe out there. We'll see you at the next quest.
Yes.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.